Hi folks, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. It's Friday afternoon, just finished work and I'm heading off to do my first solo camp. However, if you just saw the thumbnail, then you'll know it's not really a camp, it's more of a clamp. But it should be good. Stay with me for the journey. I've got about a 25-minute drive till I get to the spot where I'm staying, and I'll bring you back once I get there. Okay folks, so I'm on site. I've got the awning set up. I just might tie it down with a couple of tyres because it's a little bit windy and it is coming in this direction, so it might take the awning over the car. Yeah, I just wanted to get some shade up because even though it's probably only 25-26 degrees, with the sun it is still pretty warm. So I think what I'll do is I'll get this awning tied down properly, and I'll bring you back once I'm setting everything up. Okay, got my 3-person Coleman Swagger tent with me today. Off video, I was trying trying to screw these pegs into the floor. I'll tell you what, this floor is like concrete, so it was really tricky. I managed to get 2 in these 2 legs. I managed to get 1 over at the back, so hopefully the wind doesn't get any worse than it is. It's probably going about 20 kilometres an hour at the moment. So yeah, we've got to set up this tent up. It is a pop-up tent. Pretty easy to erect. I'm really struggling actually to get it pegged down. The handy thing with this tent is, being a pop-up, I don't have to peg it down immediately. And it also leaves me options to move it around. It's a pretty big tent for just one person. Sometimes you just want that little bit of option. That's pretty much the tent set up. Now I just need to find out where I want to put it. Okay, so I think I've found the right position. I've had it at the back, I've had it in the middle, and now I've got it at the front of the car and the front of the awning. It seems to be the flattest spot. I'm going to try and get 4 pegs in. I'm not going with a fly sheet tonight because there's no rain forecast. It's not going to be too cold, so it should be fine. So this is it in the position from the front. And I can still open the door up fairly easily, even with this leg in the way. You can see that the opening still clears that. So yeah, I'll start getting some stuff in there and try and get it pegged down, and I'll bring you back in 5 minutes. Okay, tent's all bolted down. Time to get the table set up, chair out, so I'll start thinking about getting comfortable for the night. I forget sometimes how much really goes into this setting up a camp. What's the better if you're doing a hiking camp, because everything leaves in your rucksack. It's pretty straightforward. Whereas car camping is a little bit more involved. Just look at stuff. Okay. On the table. Grab a chair. Everything nice and easy, just holds out. Done. Starting to look like we've got a little bit of comfort. Time to get organised. Now I am filming this on a GoPro at the moment, so I'm hoping that the audio is coming through okay. that's our cooking system for tonight. It's literally just an old, probably 8 years old Aldi twin burner gas barbecue. I've found it works better than any Weber, any Ziggy that I've got or had. I've never thrown it away, even though I have got other options. So we'll see how she goes tonight when she's cooking my dinner. Okay, as I said, this was glamping tonight, not camping. So I am going with a few creature comforts. It's always nice to have a nice rug to step on. Back a sec. Okay, because this is such hard ground, I'm actually going to go with my Nature Hike camp stretcher tonight. Really lightweight. I think it weighs less than 5 kilos, and that's with all the supports, the legs and the canvas topper. It's actually really comfortable to sleep on as is. Well, I tend to put a air mattress on there. You could get a foam mattress, I guess, and use one of those. But again, it's all about luxury, isn't it? It comes with these poles, elasticated poles. They're just self-assembly. They pop into each other. 2 of those. They provide the strength for the long edges of the bed. And they literally just slide down through the little lugs that have been provided. You just need to make sure you capture every piece of the bed as the tube goes down. Don't be falling out of bed, do we? I'm trying really hard not to get things outside the tent on the floor. Even though it's like concrete, there's a layer of hardcore dust, stone over the top, which is pretty loose. I want to get everything covered in dirt. So at each end you've got a little loop that you pull over the end hole. That one done. I'll get this other one done and I'll bring you back. Okay, so these have got little, what do you call them? Nodules, yes. Feet. What you do, you hook one into one of the side poles and then you have to give it a little bit of a squeeze, and it should then fix over the other side pole. And I recommend that you do the end one, do the far end one, do the middle one, and do the 2 either side of the middle. So I'm going to follow that and we'll see how we go. Don't have to use too much force on these. They're actually going quite easily. And the last one. And there we have it. A ham stretcher. Let's get the rest of the gear in. Okay, Trekology Aloft UL 80 air mat. I've got my Ultimate Comfort self-inflating foam pillow. That's from Decathlon, and the brand is Quechua. Really comfy pillow, that. And then I've got a standard Spinifex Peak hooded sleeping bag. What I like about this is it's actually 230 by 90 centimeters. Goes down to -2, but I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm hoping I can open this out and use it like a quilt. Okay, let's get the air mat inflated. Honestly, this is so big, this tent. As I say, it's a 3-man, but the luxury of having something this big when you're on your own camping is just heavenly. Absolutely heavenly. On the valve. Now, I haven't actually slept on this one before, so I'm hoping it's going to be pretty comfortable. I'm using the Flextail Gear air pump. Brilliant bit of kit. Taking a fair while to blow it up. This place. Lovely. That'll be fine. Okay, get the pillow out. Actually bought this pillow in Barcelona when I was over there last July. Visiting my wonderful in-laws and family. This is just an old sleeping bag that I've been using for years. I've worked out how to get it undone. There we go. So it does unzip all the way around, which is excellent. Pretty much means I can use it as a quilt or a doona or whatever else they call it around the world. In Australia we call them doonas. In the UK where I come from we call them quilts. Right there, hopefully I don't slip around on this. And that's it, that's the sleep settings. Sleep system set up. Can't get words out. Okay, so bed's all sorted, tent's pretty much sorted. What I'll do, I'll give you a brief look round on the tent because I really love this tent. I think I've paid about $199 for it, so £100, 100 UK pounds. Not sure, excuse me, not sure what that is in American dollars, but far out. Yes, you can see plenty of space. I mean, I'm 6'3", you know, and I fit in here perfectly. I've got stacks of headroom when I'm sat on the bed. I reckon I could even bring my small chair in here. I could probably sit in here tonight. So it's got a big front door, as you can see. That's a mesh inner as well as a, you know, nylon outer. There's two big triangle windows at each end, which you can open for airflow. You can see the car through there. There's also, if I turn around, a nice little vent just down there behind the sleeping system. You can zip that up again, as I say, but I like that for airflow. Hopefully we shouldn't get too much condensation. Famous last words. Alright, so I'm going to get a little bit more organised and I'll bring you back. Oh, actually, I'm going to talk about these pockets. Got a couple of nice pockets down there. There is a zip there. Not sure what that's for, to be honest. Is there one in the other corner? No. Maybe that's just to let the bees in. We'll zip it up. I'll bring you back in a bit. Okay, I'm having a little bit of a walk around the site. Actually, you can see where I am over there. That's campsite 11. This is campsite 10. This is actually the one that I wanted, but it was booked out. So far, no one's turned up. And it's almost 6 PM, so let's see if anybody does turn up. So you can see the area is pretty dry. This is a bushfire just waiting to happen. We've had some really hot temperatures here. Thankfully today it's only, well, right now it's come down to about 22 degrees. I don't know if you can see my little friends there in the background. I'll see if I can get a little bit nearer to them for you. Native, I think they're called marsupials. Put something in the comments if I'm wrong. A couple of nice kangaroos. You can see there, probably this year's Joey, just in the middle there. I'll try and zoom in a bit. I'll have to pause and bring you back. Okay, off they go. They've obviously had enough of me staring at them, the camera in my hand. Let's keep trekking. A few trees have been cut down, which is good because we call them widow makers. The last thing you want when you're camping is to have one of those come down in your tent. So I'm just going to go through this hiking gate. I'll bring you back. There's a huge gorge down here. I'll bring you back when we get to the gorge. Okay. So I can see a drop-off edge, which looks like it's going into the gorge, probably about 70 metres in front of me. You can see the fauna here. It's all gum trees, so they're Australian native trees. They're actually quite beautiful in the colder months. That's a stringy bark gum tree. Yeah, they're quite beautiful in the colder months because they go all different colours. Like the trunks have like a pink and a purple and a white tinge to them. There's many paintings that have been done of gum trees. Some famous ones as well. Not that I can name them, I'm not an artist or an art follower. Okay, so here's the gorge. So I'm right up in the hills today, camping. Apparently there's a rock face here that a lot of people come and climb. Not really my thing. Right, so I had to end up going back to the camp to get another camera. Because halfway on the way to this gorge, the SIM card decided to get full. So I was hoping to record everything on this camp on a couple of GoPros that I've got in 4K. I wanted to test the film quality, the sound, and I wanted to really see how long the batteries last. I can tell you now they don't last very long, not when you're recording in 4K. Probably 30 minutes out of each battery. So I swapped over to my big camera, which I was going to use when it got dark. This is a Canon M50. It's probably a good idea to swap it over anyway, because I can show you with a better zoom what this gorge looks like. So I'll spin you around. How's that? Absolutely stunning. You probably can't see the camera because of the shadows from the light, but that's the, I think that's the rock climbing wall there that people go and climb. Anyway, we'll have a wander down this footpath and we'll see what we come across. Okay, so this looks like a pretty fresh termite mound. Pretty common here in the bush in Australia. That thing would be like full of millions of termites, absolutely millions, and they just keep building and building on top, on top, on top, until, I mean, some of these things end up being like 6 to 10 feet high. From what I've seen. Yeah, because it's not sunny, they don't seem to be out. If you went over there and you gave it a kick, they'd all come flying out and give you quite a nasty little nip as well. Just here, there's actually a river that runs through this whole gorge down the bottom there. Can't see it because these shrubs in the way. What a beautiful spot. Look at that. Bloody hell. I'm knackered. Say that I was blown out of my proverbial backside is an understatement. That was a lovely, lovely hike. It was a hike, it wasn't a walk. However, going downhill was fantastic. It was coming back up the hill that was a problem. So I think now I'm going to have a well-deserved beer and chill out for a couple of minutes before I get going with some dinner. Okay, got myself a nice bottle of Japanese lager known as Asahi. Looking forward to this. Doesn't appear to be a screw top. Trusty old car keys out. In Australia we always carry one of these. A bottle opener. Cheers. Oh, that's better. Nothing better on a warm day when you've just done a fairly lengthy hike. Lengthy for my age anyway, and to have a nice cold beer. Right, so for dinner tonight, I've got a couple of lamb shanks, which I'm going to cook on a little tray. Got a bag of, boil in the bag, veg, broccoli, peas, sweet corn. And with that, I'm going to have some Mexican style rice. And I've got some hot chili honey sauce there to have with it, which should be nice, and some seasoning. I'm going to do the rice and the vegetables in this little cook system, same as a jet ball, but a little bit less money. Not even used it, to be honest. It's called Campmaster. So yeah, I'll get it on and then I'll bring you back. Okay, here's my lamb. So it's well seasoned up, and I'm going to add a little bit of this Texas barbecue spice rub. Just gives it a little bit of spice, a little bit of chili. Not a lot, just a little bit. Add some flavour. Now, I will say I am no chef. Cover that up. Easily, I'll try to chuck them straight on the plate. Temperature is about 220. That should be fine. I've got my Campmaster gas burner. I'll give the meat maybe 20 minutes before I start pouring the rice and the veggies. Hopefully I can get my timing. I know. That goes over, it holds it down and it's boiling. Alright, that's good to know. Okay, I'll bring you back once the meat's been cooking for a bit. Okay, meat's cooking in the barbecue. Time for the second beer. And this one is called an Old Hookie. It's a premium ale, and it says tawny red, fruity malt, and the taste is sweet. I think this is actually English beer. If I can tell you where it's brewed. Looks like it's in Spanish. No, product of the United Kingdom. Okay, imported into Australia. There you go. Old Hookie is a beautiful balanced beer, fruity by nature with a well-rounded body and a suggestive echo of crystal malt. Try as an accompaniment to meat dishes. Well, there you go. Cheers. Here's the keys. A few cars arriving now, people finishing work, out for the evening camp. Let's give this one a go. Cheers. Oh yeah, that's smooth. That's smooth. Lovely. Traditional red ale. I hope it lasts for me to be able to taste it with the meat. I don't think it's going to. We'll see. Okay, while I'm waiting for my dinner to cook, I just want to talk about this awning. So it's the 23-0. There's two models of this. There's one that has a square back that will go straight across and has another leg. That's for your cars that open up sideways. If you've got a tailgate lift up car like I have, this is the version you want. So you can see when I stand here, it cuts across at an angle. So it basically, these arms here, this is the last arm. The other one goes straight across the back of the car there. So when the tailgate lifts up, it doesn't hit anything. Okay. So this is the version you want for tailgate lift cars. Really good product. I love it. I like all the 23-0 stuff. I've actually only had it out twice. There's a little bit of a droop there, which I'm pretty sure over time I can get rid of. I just needed a bit more work on it. I like the fact that it's got these tie down loops in the middle of the legs, because you can put a ratchet strap on there or a bit of cordage and you can peg that down, and obviously if it rains, that's the runoff point. It's got one on the front just there as well, and I think it has one on the back. Yeah, okay, so it's got one there as well. So that'll just pull down a little bit and create a gutter for the water to run off. And I'm thinking, yeah, it has actually got one just there as well. What I also like about it is they provide you with this extra piece of material. It slides into a sail track. I'll show you from the outside. So there's a sail track just in there. Okay, that slides along the top. So basically, that stops the rain and water blowing in underneath through there. And then the actual cover that folds over when you close the awning, that sits in the back underneath there. You can just see it. Okay, so again, that protects you from water coming in underneath the awning there. Now, I've mounted this on an ARB base rack. I'll show you that. ARB base rack. I am going to do a separate review on this and on the car, because those of you that follow me, you'll realise that I have changed my vehicle. I did have one of those Chinese utes, and the sole purpose of that was to do some renovation work at home, bathroom renos and some knocking down walls and bits and pieces, some carpentry. That served its purpose. I had it for 18 months, nothing wrong with it. I found it did struggle towing a 3-ton caravan, which is the family caravan. Yeah, just going up hills and things like that. It was a little bit lacking in power. Whereas this thing, absolute beast. I probably only owned it for maybe 12 weeks, I think. I had it modified. I've had a Raptor Ford grille put on there, but I'll do a review on this anyway. So yeah, there's the base rack. I've had a light bar put on the front, and I've also had a couple of small camp lights added to the sides at the front. So one here on the driver's side and one on the passenger side. I'll flick them on later so you can see what they look like. Now, going back to the awning. The reason I love this awning, it actually has built-in lights. 1, 2 and 3. Now I've got these lanterns hanging up, but they're for when I start recording when it's dark. And then in this little pouch here, which is again on a sail track attached, they supply you with the lead that connects to those 3 lights. Okay, and then all it does, it just plugs straight into a power pack source. So what I'll do is I'll plug that in and I'll bring you back when we get twilight and I'll show you how the lights work. Right, so what I've done is I've run all the cables for the lights. So the first one literally plugs into a little port just there. They even supply these little Velcro loop tabs for you to tie your cable up away from your door, which is very smart when you think about it. Yeah, so then it comes across the back, and then what I've got here, I've got the second port, the third port for 3 lights. They're right in the middle, joiner. On-off switch, and what I've done is just looped it up on the Velcro of the awning light there. I'm just using a little 12-volt power pack. I'll just wedge that in there underneath the roof. Yeah, so works pretty well. If I turn that on, turn the power pack on, turn that on, you can see the lights come on. The good thing is with these as well, if you press them, once you get like a very light yellow light, press them again, you may not be able to see that on this camera, but you get like an amber light. Okay, and then you've got a positive and a minus button on there where you can turn it down and turn the brightness down, turn the brightness up. So once it's dark, I'll bring you back and we'll have a look at them. Right, got my rice in there, got my water in there, so I'm going to bring that to the boil. Probably let it boil for like 5 minutes, I only want to warm it through. It's one of those microwave rices, so it should heat up pretty quickly. I'll tell you what, this jet boil really surprised me. I think it probably boiled that water with that rice pack in there in about 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. I should have timed it. Yeah, it's going well. Lamb shanks are looking lovely. I've just taken the tin foil off, just see if I can give them a bit of a crust on the outside. Yeah, this rice is this sorry, not the rice, the boiler is really something powerful when it comes to boiling water. It's starting to get a bit dark now. I was just messing around with a new toy that I've got. It's a slingshot from Simple Shot here in Australia. I was actually crap at it, so I really need to learn and teach myself to get my eye in and aim a little bit better. It's getting a bit dark now, otherwise I'd show you it, but tomorrow hopefully I'll be able to have another crack at some Coke cans and might be able to hit a few. We'll see. The rice has been boiling away in there for about 7 or 8 minutes. I reckon that's probably calm. Now I'm going to get this out. Get it out and chuck my veggies in. Starting to get hungry now. Just boiling the bag, swimming through. Not sure how long to give them, give them maybe 5 minutes. Hopefully they'll cook okay. Rice can stay. Oh yeah, that's hot. That's actually hot. I can feel it in there. That's hot. I can stay there a little cool down for a bit. Tidy up a little bit, and I'll bring you back when I'm serving up. Right, time to serve up, I think. Turn the gas off. Put my rice up there, keep it nice and warm. Shake, break it up a little bit. Right, let's have a look at these lamb shanks. Oh yeah, they are spot on. I'm going to be able to touch that. this, I've got the plate on there. I can lift the lamb shanks out of their container, place them on my plate. It's bloody hot, bloody hot. Oh, they're bloody tasty, they really are. I'm not going to get it all on here, am I? What I might do, I might leave one in the container and then serve the rest of the dinner up. So, the rice, and my veggies, lovely. Just close that down just to keep that one warm. Make some room for the veggies. Gotta have the veggies. Nothing special, as I said, just boiling a bag. Keep that water for later. There's my knife. Open up the veg. Oh, it's hot. Butter. Smells nice. Don't waste anything. Okay, a little bit of seasoning. Not too much. I'm on a low salt diet at the moment. But I can have as much pepper as I like. It comes out. This thing's shit. Alright, don't worry about that. Let's open this honey, hot chili honey. Let me open it. There we go. Oh, it's brand new. Take the inside off. Use the knife again. On the pinkies. Lovely. Oh yeah, that smells great. Tastes nice as well. I think we'll chuck a bit of this on the rice. Give it a bit of a shake. Right, here goes. God, look at that, it looks like honey. Beautiful. Right, get your chair over. Stuck in. Right, here we go. Get you out of the way. Washing up bucket. Here we go, let's try this honey. What is it? Hot chili honey. Bon appetit. Oh yeah, that's nice. Veggies are what they are, veggies. Let's attack the lamb. Oh, that's cooked to perfection for me. I would be overdone for some viewers, but I like my meat well done. That just melts in your mouth. That is amazing. Well done to Mrs. Yes to Adventure. She picked these up for me, they're beautiful. Right. I'm sure you don't want to watch me eating this, so I'll bring you back once I've done it, and the other lamb shank. Well, I am absolutely stuffed. Those lamb shanks went down a treat. And the rice with the hot chili honey sauce was very nice. And the veggies were veggies. So I'm going to get everything cleaned up, with everything tidied away, and I might treat myself to another beer, I think. Yum. Okay, it's starting to get a little bit dark now, so I'm going to flick these lights on the awning and let's see how bright they are. Ooh. There, a surprise actually, because it's still twilight and they are actually lighting up the whole camp, which is just fantastic. I don't even need to use these two lanterns here. Perfect. So I'm going to get everything away, all the rubbish, get it all put away, and then we'll see what we do after that. Okay, jet boil's on. Just boiling up the water that I used to heat the veggies and the rice up. This is the washing up bowl. Basically attached to the bucket. And the only thing I didn't bring any soap. So this is just going to be a hot water wash up. If the bucket stays down up. Right, let's get into another beer. Theakston's Old Peculiar. The Legend, it says. Don't know, it just says premium ale. Let's get it open. Cheers. Oh yeah, that's the best one in the night. That's lovely. That's quite sweet. Last one though. I'll be up peeing like a racehorse all night otherwise. Really bucket. I'll bring you back when I've done the washing up. Well, that evening meal was absolutely fantastic. I'm just finishing off that last beer, the Theakston's Old Peculiar. It's a very nice mid to dark ale. Washing up's all done, everything's packed away. I've tidied up the bench with the cooking utensils and everything on there. Got my coffee and a wafer biscuit to have before I go to bed. So I'm just going to sit here and go through my phone, catch up with my wife, quickly FaceTime my son before he goes to bed, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I will bring you back when I am in the tent and settled. Okay, jet boil's heating the water up. Open my coffee. Oh, never tears in the right place, does it? little makeshift rubbish bin. My chair. Okay, lead off. Tricky. Everything's really hard when you're holding the camera. There. Keep it all in there. Lovely. Go back in. Just need to get my spoon in the back of the car. Where is it? There it is. Give that a nice little stir up so there's no lumps in there. Sorry about the darkness. That looks lovely. Right, I'm going to get that from there into there and I'll bring you back. Okay, so I've turned in for the night now. The time is 10 o'clock. Got my coffee, and somewhere I've got a chocolate biscuit. I'm going to have that, a wafer, chocolate wafer, have my coffee, and I'll go to bed. I will bring you back in the morning. Hopefully I've had a good sleep. Fingers crossed. I'm going to do a quick cook up with some breakfast and I'm going to pack down and head home. So I will see you in the morning. Morning. It's currently 6:45. Had a pretty good sleep actually. I think probably 8 hours. It was very windy during the night. Woke up a couple of times. I was a bit concerned about the awning on the car. I think the winds were 40 to 50 kilometers per hour, so pretty strong, but the awning held up really well, as did the tent. So I think the order of play is I will get up and get some breakfast on. some breakfast on. I've got just enough water for one. Lovely morning this morning. Sun's just starting to come up. It's a little bit nippy. It's not too bad. I've got a t-shirt and a skin on. This morning is some lovely Scottish kippers in toast. Already. Turn it down to simmer. Oh, let's get these opened up. I stink. That's what they do as well.
isn't it? Lovely. Straight on the grill. Probably just gonna have one toast. Put the rest back in the freezer. Which one is that? Butter. I'm talking quietly because it's still early, and obviously some people are still in their beds. That's some bread. Proper butter. None of this half fat, low salt stuff. If you're going to do it properly. Chuck that in, get a bit of toast up. Kippers are cooking well. Kippers are really thick. They're cooked. Lovely. Right, I'm going to get this served up. Breakfast of champions. Clean that up later. Now, breakfast is served. Give some black pepper, much made in heaven. Alright, let's get this smashed. Oh, coffee's great. First thing in the morning. Why does coffee just taste so much better when you're camping than when you're at home or at work? Right, let's try these out. If you've never had kippers before, they're like a mackerel. Very flavoursome, very salty. Just what you need first thing in the morning. Only thing is, there's a lot of bones in them. It's obviously not filleted. There's soft bones, so you don't choke on them, but that's what the toast is for. Get the bones down. Right, I'm going to finish this. I'll bring you back when I'm done. That sun's just coming up there, so I can't see it on the camera. See See you in a bit. Got a big kangaroo just down here in the trees. You might not be able to see him. Actually, there's two. Just feeding on the early morning grass. Beautiful. Right, well that's breakfast done. I'm just going to sit here, finish my coffee, watched a couple of kangaroos there just in the field, and then I guess I better start thinking about packing down. So I'll bring you back once I've had my coffee. I'm not going to show you the whole packing down, I'll just show you a bit. Okay, let's get this coffee done. Right folks, that's it for me. Come to the end of this video, everything's packed away. I've left no trace as per bushcraft and camping culture. Okay, so those of you that leave your rubbish laying on site, the likes of me to pick up, you need to start thinking about that and collecting your rubbish and taking it away from where you're camping. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you all on the next one. Take care.